What are your memories of the Anchorage Spa swimming pool? Here are just a few from a post about the spa on anchoragememories.com. Eric remembers, "I learned to swim there. We were bussed over from Clark Junior High. How did we have the time to swim before we had to get back to class?" Good question, Eric, but I was there with you and somehow we did it. And Barbara had this to say, "For 2 weeks, first thing in the morning, a busload of us were taken to the spa. It was great to have swimming lessons. I still really appreciate the building design with the wall of windows. But afterward, we had to get back on the bus in our damp clothes, coats, and wet hair." Joe shares this memory. "I swam there. It was only a block from my house." And Paige remembers the swim club. "I was on a swim club there at the spa in 1970. Marcia has this vivid memory. "It was heaven on earth. Our youth group used to go there, and I've never forgotten the wonder of it all." And Kathy said this, "I loved swimming there." Well, the spa's beginnings started out like this. Until March 1953, when the spa first opened, if you wanted to swim in or around Anchorage, you had one choice. It had to be the summer, and you had to swim in a lake, or with your rubber ducky in the bathtub. Then, on March 31st, 1952, a man named Edwin Sudduck, a wholesale grocer, and his wife Mary made a welcome announcement. They were going to build a private indoor swimming pool in Anchorage. The location for the pool was at 1720 F Street between West 16th and 17th Avenues. The location was just above what would later become the Valley of the Moon Park. The initial cost was estimated at around $40,000. Now, in today's money, that would be well over $400,000. As a private pool, spa memberships that allowed access for your immediate family were initially offered for $200, or around $2,000 in today's money. In less than 2 hours, they sold 35 memberships. 2 months later, they had sold 200. The original plan looked like this. A smaller initial pool concept of a 30 by 40 foot pool was updated to 30 by 60 feet, and the addition of a children's splash pool also increased the cost of memberships. The March 1953 grand opening. There were over 300 members enjoying the new facility. The final cost came in at about $95,000, or roughly $935,000 in today's money, or nearly $1 million. Everyone loved the south-facing wall of glass. And by the way, an aquatic ballet performer named Joyce Dillman was the spa's first lifeguard and swimming instructor. Now, Mary of Anchorage Memories has a really great memory about the spa. Mary, would you care to share that with us?
As a student at Central Junior High, I remember being bused to the spa in late fall. I did not know how to swim, so I started with the group as a beginner. Other students were in the intermediate group. When our swimming lessons were over, everyone else had advanced to the next level. Everyone but me and one other student. We started and left as beginners who never learned how to swim. However, I learned how to dog paddle. At the end of each session, I remember walking out into the crisp, cold air and walking to the bus with my long, wet, steaming hair. Brr! Ugh!
Well, thank you, Mary, for that fun memory. The Fort Richardson Fieldhouse actually comes into play here. Interestingly, a swimming pool was also built on Fort Richardson for military personnel and their dependents about the same time as the spa. And over at West High School, on June 19, 1972, a public indoor pool opened at West High School. At 42 feet by 75 feet, it was larger than the spa's pool, and no membership was required. There are no references to the spa after 1977. so it's not clear when the spa closed its doors. The structure around the pool was torn down in 1983. A man named Hal Manning, the new owner, built around the pool and called the new facility the Country Club or the Clubhouse. And that's about all we know about the spa. Except that I have the following memory. I remember driving by the spa with my family when I was a boy. The big glass wall of windows looked very intriguing to me, and the shape of the building was very different from other Anchorage buildings. While I was at Clark Junior High, I remember when we were told we would be taken to the spa by bus. There we would receive swimming lessons, and that those of us who didn't know how to swim would learn how. Well, following our lessons, we had an open house where each of us made a solo dive into the pool and swam to the far side. When it was my turn, I didn't dive very well, and, well, I ended up doing a major belly flop right in front of a full room of parents. Ouch! Like most of you, I have fond memories of my family driving by the spa. Then I eventually got to swim there, like Mary did, if only for a short time during school. So Mary and I of Anchorage Memories hope you've enjoyed this stroll or swim down another great memory of days gone by in Anchorage. Until next time in another edition of the Anchorage Memories VIP Club and Podcast, this is Mike and Mary. We'll see you next time.